Hello, my Leos. Welcome to Scrappy Siren Tarot. I will be doing your daily reading for January 12th, 2024. Thank you for joining me. So let's jump right into it. It's almost Friday. Let me know what your plans for the weekend are in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you guys. So I'm going to get 2 more flyers for your general message. All right, Spirit, what do we need to know for tomorrow? All right, let's see. 2 more flyers, please, Spirit. Okay. All right, so your first flyer out is the Magician. And I don't think you've ever received that card with my tarot readings yet, so that's very exciting. And then you also have the 4 of Pentacles. And last but not least, you have the 6 of Swords in reverse. Okay, so my overall impression with this reading is that this may have to do with your career or your work. Could also have something to do with your home life. So the first card out was the Magician. And in this card, I really like this card. It's really beautiful. It's surrounded by roses and it's just got this nice yellow glow to it. So like I said earlier, there's something about the colors yellow and blue that seem significant at this time for the Leo collective. And I know that the yellow can refer to the solar plexus, which has to do with our ego, our self-esteem, our confidence, things that we identify with. And then the blue aligns with the throat chakra, which has to do with communication. It can also do with calmness. So really pay attention to these colors. Spirit seems to want to hone in on that at this time. So with the 4 of Pentacles and the 6 of Swords in reverse, now is a time for resetting your finances, which makes a lot of sense because a lot of times, over the holidays, we tend to spend a little bit more for holiday gifts. The winter months historically have been a time for saving, for kind of hunkering down and taking stock of your resources. So I'm getting this right now that you are, with the Magician, you're counting your resources. You're looking at your inventory in terms of, this could be maybe you're starting a business and you're reevaluating what your next step is moving forward. Or maybe you're job searching and you've recently or will tomorrow be able to narrow down a little bit further what you're more interested in applying to, like what specific jobs will help you, with the Magician, manifest the things that you want in this life. So the 6 of Swords combined with the 4 of Pentacles is telling me that there is something in your life that you have decided not to invest your time and money in because you want to save for something else. It's like I'm seeing someone putting money in like a piggy bank, right? And then like they had it labeled for something that they were saving towards, and they actually end up like taking the label off and renaming it what their goal is. So I get a shift in priorities, a shift in goals. I get high energy of your ability to save. I think this is a really good saving month. It may not feel like it. Maybe you feel like the need with the 4 of Pentacles to really like restrict your spending or restrict where you decide to put your attention, because there is something that you've decided no longer is of value to you, and you're going to put your material things or your money elsewhere. All right, so let's go ahead and clarify with the Osho Zen Tarot. Let's clarify each card a bit. All right, Spirit, please clarify the Magician, the Four of Pentacles, and the Six of Swords. Okay, let's keep going. There we go. Couple flyers. All right, so we have the Magician and Patience in reverse. So something's got you excited to manifest it. It's almost like, you know, everything has divine timing, but it's almost like you're like, yes, I know this has probably a time when it's supposed to happen, but I want it to happen now. Or like you feel there's something you feel ready for. I don't know if it's the next step in your career, or the next, like maybe it's the next step in your career. Maybe it's the next level of independence that you're reaching, whether spiritually or in the physical, but I'm getting like in the physical, in the sense in the physical. Maybe for some of you, this doesn't necessarily have to be for all of you, but maybe some of you want to start a family here with the Magician, and you're kind of getting impatient with how long it's taking. Especially with the Four of Pentacles and the Six of Swords in reverse. It's like you're feeling like you want to give up on it, and you know, like you've been saving up for it. You've been investing in what it takes to like start a family, and it's just like taking longer than you would have guessed. That's just for somebody out there. It could also be that, you know, maybe since you've had to pivot your resources, maybe you're like, well, I have to completely start from scratch. I've pulled out of this one like method of moving forward, and I have to like go into another way. Like, will my progress be gone? I'm like seeing like a video game like progress in my head, like you're making sure like you want it to that your progress to be saved. You're afraid that since you pulled out of the game early or whatever, this particular level, you're like, oh, did it save? You know, like what if I log back in and it's not there? So bear with me here. Let's see what else we got. We have on the Four of Pentacles, we have breakthrough in reverse. So yeah, you're afraid to break the bank. You're afraid that since you've taken the money out of the piggy bank and like maybe spent it on something that is an investment into your future, you're like, is it going to pay off for me? This could be, if you're starting your own business, I get this sense that maybe you just recently signed up for a website that's like you paid for a yearly subscription in advance. You're like, wow, I really have to actually follow through with this now because I invested X amount of money in this. Or maybe you just bought a membership to a gym and you're like, okay, well, I really want to like follow through this time, and I don't want to just let the money like seep out of my bank account. But at the same time, you're like, you're impatient to see the results of what you've already been working on. So on the Six of Swords in reverse, you have the Miser. So I'm getting very like, I want to say protective energy. You're really in a protective stance right now. You're really focusing on yourself. You're really focusing on your resources. You're really focusing on manifesting what it is you want in this life. And, you know, Spirit's just asking you for a little bit of patience. And I know nobody likes to hear that, but sometimes these things just take time. And, you know, sounds cliche, but it is super important to enjoy the journey, because there's always going to be something else. You know, there's always going to be a way to improve. There's always, you know, once like, I was just thinking about this the other day. Like, I'm so grateful for all of the subscribers and all of you guys in the Leo Collective. And I plan to expand to other astrology placements. And I was thinking, I was like, I'm so fortunate for the growth of our community. And I really wanted to set the intention to appreciate every step of the journey, because I know, like, if I'm fortunate enough to have this channel expand to other, people, and to build a really nice, wonderful community together, there's always going to be room for growth. There's always going to be room for improvement. And I really want to make sure that I enjoy every moment of it, because it really is special. And yeah, thank you guys. So let's go ahead and get your challenge for the day. All right, Spirit, that was quick. All right. Pretty clear what your challenge is for tomorrow. Your challenge is the 8 of Cups. So your challenge is not to, let's see here. So it looks like with the 6 of Swords in reverse, there's something you have already left behind. This could be thought processes. This could be a commitment. This could be pivoting in where you put your resources. But it's almost like Spirit is saying with this challenge, whatever this new thing is that you signed up for, give it time. Spirit doesn't want you to give up on it right away if you don't see the results right away, because whatever you previously invested in, you broke through that. And it was a good thing that you broke through that, because it looks to me like it just wasn't getting you anywhere. With the 6 of Swords in reverse, you're like, I'm in a ship or I'm in a boat, but there's no water. So let me just get a bike or horse and start pedaling instead of just waiting for water to appear. I don't know if you can see that in this card, but you jump ship, but you jump ship safely because there's no water and you weren't going to get anywhere anyway. So with the 8 of Cups, it's almost like with this new choice, with this new option, with this new sign up, membership, investment, whatever it is, give it time, be patient. It will take time to catch, if that makes sense. So let's go ahead and get your ally for the day. All right, Spirit, what is the ally for the Leo Collective, please, for tomorrow? Leo Collective for tomorrow. And thank you to all my cross watchers. I really appreciate it. I also watch, tarot card readers for my placements as well. I think it's really useful. I think sometimes if you don't resonate with your sun sign, you can resonate with other placements. So yeah, keep that in mind. So your ally for tomorrow is the 5 of Wands, and I'm pretty sure you got that yesterday. So keep fighting, keep plugging along, keep grinding forward. Like, hey, going by ship doesn't work, go by bike, go by horse, go by skateboard, whatever gets you that momentum. Don't if you're feeling like you're getting impatient and you're feeling like you're losing that momentum and you're afraid to lose that momentum, whether it be to save, to keep going to the gym, whatever your goals are that this reading speaks to, if it resonates to you, sometimes the momentum, keeping up the momentum, is more important than the immediate results. So for example, if you're going to the gym, right? This is the easiest example I can use. If you're going to the gym or you have a membership, right? And the easiest way to make sure that you build it as a habit is to do it even if you do a crappy job. So go, even if you run a little bit late, you still go that day. It's better than none at all. Let's say you don't run late, but you cut the workout shorter. Okay, you still went. You can always adjust the duration. You can always work towards progress, but it's super important that you keep up your momentum. Momentum is more important than results, especially in the beginning, especially when you're starting something new and investing in something new. So if you just invested in something financially, while you still have that pressure of like, oh my gosh, I just spent a bunch of money on it, get to work. Keep grinding those gears. Use that fear of like that investment, that money you put forward, and envision, because you're the magician here. You have the capabilities to use your resources to manifest what you want, to alchemize what you want. So while you have that momentum and while you're pivoting to something else, keep it up. You know, doesn't work, move on to the next. Doesn't work, move on to the next. Keep going, because that's sometimes more important. Fighting through the lethargy is more important than fine details, fine tuning, and results. You can fine tune and all that later. That's important too. But yeah, just keep that in mind. You know, it's going to be a little bit different for everybody depending on what they're working on, but it's a really positive reading overall. And yeah, keep up the hard work. So, all right, Spirit, what is the ending message that we need to hear for the day tomorrow, please? Okay, so we have 4th house, home. So maybe some of you guys are working on building a home for yourself, whether that be literally or in like just the feeling of home. I'm going to get another card I feel drawn to. I feel like you also received that recently, but I would not dismiss this. It's card number 42. I would go ahead and make sure that you look up what your placement is in the 4th house and just see a little bit about what that means for you. Okay, so you also received tension, card number 54. Okay, bear with me while I look up the card number. Okay. So it has a picture of 2 swallows like colliding together, like midair. So maybe there's some sort of tension going on within yourself or outside of yourself. Keep an eye out for symbolisms of flowers, specifically roses and carnations. You're getting a lot of that. Also, gems are coming out in the miser energy. Gems, coins, boats. Okay. All right, so tension. These 3 aspects are awkward, potentially confrontational, and urge us to grow as we reconcile disparate points of view. Square aspects act as if 2 horses are pulling at right angles or 2 cars are colliding at a crossroads. Needs collide and tension pulls between different priorities within or without. A square is formed by 2 planets that are 90 degrees apart and in the same modality, cardinal, fixed, or mutable, while a semi-square is formed by 2 planets 45 degrees apart. A quincunx is formed by 2 planets 150 degrees apart from 2 signs that have neither polarity, modality, nor element in common. Action. Life is a workout. Okay, so maybe this does have to do with your workout routine. This phase needs juggling, muscle building, and the careful coordination of competing needs. See, there's always going to be something that pops up that you need to do that's more important. So just a side note, because I'm trying to build my own workout routine too. Research shows that if you can do it in the morning, it's best to do it then, because that's usually when we have the most free time and when we're the least tired. It's also the least likely to get interrupted by anything else the way society is built today. It's built for the morning, the early birds, the early risers. So this phase needs juggling, muscle building, and the careful coordination of competing needs. You may feel pulled between one path or another and pushed to make a decision, but with some fancy timing and rhythm, you may be able to do it all. Working with people who have diverse mindsets, skills, and backgrounds can be challenging, but in the long run, these collaborations prove most productive and enriching. Find points of ease, the few things everybody agrees on already, and build out from there. Honor difference and expand. Let this situation become a mandala created by the interlacing elements that at first glance may not look like they go together. These apparently clashing pieces can round each other out and create a beautiful symbol of wholeness. Take this image into your psyche and use it as a pattern for interaction. These tense aspects take work, but don't avoid it. If you take a hatching baby bird out of its egg so it doesn't have to struggle, it won't build the strength it needed to survive. A butterfly needs to struggle coming out of the cocoon in order to have circulation in its wings to fly. This situation builds your strength. Get ready to fly. Challenge. This is a workout of body, mind, or spirit, and workouts can be tiring. Gift. Take this opportunity to build strength and learn to reconcile the conflicts within. When you can resolve internal conflicts, it is easier to resolve external ones. All right, thank you, my Leos. I will see you next for your weekend reading. Have a great day.